SENREVE Maestra drama. Okay, I just feel like I'm starting to lose it because I've been sitting in front of this camera for too long. But I felt really strongly about finally filming this video because I know I did like an unboxing of my SENREVE bag. Did I even tell you what my name is? Hi, my name is Kelsey. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here a while, you may have seen that SENREVE video I was just telling you about where I unboxed, was it an unboxing? It was basically like an intro to the SENREVE Maestra bag because I became like downright obsessed with this bag. I had to get my hands on it. I saw it all over social media. I actually reached out to the brand and said, yo, I review handbags, check it out and send me a bag. And they did send me, they actually sent me the MIDI one as a PR sample so I could do a video and a blog post on it. And then I spent my own money. Basically after I got my hands on the MIDI, I knew I wanted to do a more in-depth comparison of the MIDI versus the large. So I spent my own money to get the large size. So that's what we're gonna do today. I have a little notebook here of just some comparisons between the MIDI and the large. There are some comparisons online. I just wanna do it my way, tell you what I think now that I have both of them. I think I offer a unique point of view. I do work in an office a few days a week, so I commute. I live in a big city. I live in San Francisco. I've been pickpocketed on numerous occasions. I commute weekly. Like I need a bag that gets me to work with all my crap safely. I have an itch. Okay, so anyway, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna compare the MIDI to the large. We're gonna talk about it. This video is not sponsored in any way. It was not a requirement that I make this video. There were no strings attached with the PR sample I did get. I am not paid by SENREVE. I do have a discount code for you if you would like to use it. It is Bagels. That gets you, I think, $50 off a purchase of 300 or more. Again, not sponsored, nothing like that. I just asked for that code because I think it's nice when I can get you guys discounts when I can, but let's do the comparison. Someone is like blasting music. All right, it's gonna be a little hard for me to hold up both these bags the entire time, but I will try my best. So I will put the colors in the description of what these two bags are. This one I think is like marine. I'm not sure if this is like cream or I'll put it in the description down below for you guys, but okay. And I will be looking down at my notes just occasionally to make sure I don't mess up. But the MIDI here, so the MIDI is $7.95 plus. Both of these bags that I have are in their normal pebbled leather, which I think is their original leather. They do have a leather that is called Mimosa. It's got like striations going across it. It's a bit thicker. And then they have another leather that's a bit softer. And then they have something called like Dragon, which I think is almost like a croc embossed kind of thing. So this is truly just their classic pebbled leather. And the pebbled leather is, I think it's a less expensive price point. So this is $7.95 versus the large is $8.95. And again, that'll go up depending on the leather price. But if you're comparing the two, only $100 difference between the two. So if you're looking at like picking the MIDI because you think you're gonna be saving a bunch of cash, not really the thing. So I think what I wanted to do in this comparison is more just let you know like which bag is for what occasion or for what person and what the main differences are. So let's just break down the measurement differences. So talking about base width, like right along the bottom. So the base width of the MIDI is 10.5 inches versus with the large size, it's actually 12.25. So a little over a 2-inch width difference in the base. Height wise, again, another like 2-inch difference. So this is 8.75 for height versus this is 10.25 for height. Over here for the depth, you've got 5.75 and then an inch difference here at 6.75 in depth. And then weight, I think is always like an interesting thing to talk about with bags because one of the biggest questions I get when reviewing bags, people are always asking, is it heavy? Is it heavy before you even put stuff in it? So the MIDI is 2.4 pounds with nothing in it versus the large is another pound. It's 3.4 with nothing in it. Now, straight up, the more you put in it, the heavier it's gonna get. So these are definitely a little bit on the heavier side with nothing inside of them versus just like a tote, but there's a lot more going on here. So you essentially open it with this thing, open it up, you got a zipper, you've got, I think 8 compartments on the inside, and then they all have this little flappy, which depending on the size fits an iPad, a laptop, a Kindle, a tablet, those kinds of things. So with the MIDI, you can actually fit an iPad mini, a tablet up to 10.9 inches, and those can fit in the sleeve here versus in the center compartment, they do say that you can fit an 11-inch laptop. I'm just gonna be straight up. If you're trying to fit a laptop in these bags, do not get the MIDI, period. End of story. If you think there's any chance that you would want to carry your laptop in this, don't get the midi. You'll be disappointed. It can't fit, it won't fit. And that's why I ended up getting the large, because I got this and I said, wow, it's so cute. I wish I could take it to work. And that's where this guy comes in. So this, with that laptop sleeve in the back, can actually fit up to a 13-inch laptop. And then in the center compartment can fit up to a 15-inch laptop. Now I will say in both these bags, if you choose to put your technological device in that center compartment, you're really not gonna fit a whole lot else in there. So I really only recommend using that actual technology flap, that technology pocket for your laptop or your tablet, because if you put it in that center compartment, there's just really not a whole lot of room for anything else. So that's sort of where I'm at with it. In terms of comparison between the two, what I would say right off the bat, again, if you're somebody that's working, takes a laptop on a daily basis, this is your friend. This is the one that you want. If you're someone that maybe you don't need to take a laptop every single day, maybe you drive and you have a laptop sleeve and you can just keep it like on your passenger seat while you're driving, and you just need to keep like your daily essentials, this fits a lot. This is not a small crossbody bag. It's a true medium-sized bag. They do make a mini size that is a little bit more like a small crossbody, but this one is really like your medium-sized bag. You can fit, I can fit a couple books, I can fit my iPad, I can fit my Bose headphones, I can fit I have little circular like porcelain things that I take my lunch in. This fits a ton. And also what I will say is that both of these, even if you do start to pack them full, they have so many different ways to wear them. I've actually been wearing them as backpacks more than anything else, which I'm kind of surprised by. I never thought I was a backpack person until I got this bag. This bag, specifically the large size, has turned me into a backpack person, especially for work. Like now I know why guys take backpacks instead of tote bag purses like we do. Like it's way more comfortable. I feel like it's a secret they've been keeping from us all along. So some quick pros and cons about the bag in general. Let's start with the pros. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say something that I think a lot of other people maybe view as a con, but I think is a huge pro, is a lot of people say that this bag is a bit challenging to get in and out of if you're on the go. So either it's on your back, it's a little bit tough to get in and out of, you sling it around as a crossbody, you're trying to open it, it's hard to get the strap open, then you've got the zipper. I get it, and I'm not saying that that's not valid, but at the same time, for me, when I am in the city situation that I'm in, I actually appreciate the extra security. And you know I'm not gonna talk bad about any other brands, but I've had backpacks in the past that I just didn't end up wearing because they only had magnetic closures, and I just don't even feel safe having that on my back because somebody could easily just open that pocket, stick a hand in, and it's done. So yeah, maybe this is a little bit harder to get into. It's not just like a zipper that, you know, opens. It takes a moment, but once you get used to it, it becomes super kind of like second nature. You figure it out, you know how to open the bag, you're good. It is a little bit frustrating at first, but once you figure it out, you're fine. And then really for me, it's the security. I just appreciate that it is a little bit more secure than your average backpack crossbody shoulder bag, especially living in a city. The other thing I want to say is the quality. I don't know how much time we need to spend talking about that. They're 100%, they're made in Italy, handmade. The quality is just there, and I think that you see it in the design, which is actually my third pro. It would be like function of design. So the fact that you can tell a woman designed this bag because it's just the amount of pockets. I've never seen anything like it. And also the like suede, like microfiber type lining is genius. And they're all like this light blue gray color. So many bags have like dark linings that half the time I can't even see the crap I'm trying to reach for, versus in here, it's always like right there. It's super clear. I can see it. Nothing is getting scratched because the bag has got this cloth lining. It's just really thoughtfully designed. So I really appreciate that, and I think it's a huge pro. Really, there's only a couple cons I can see with this bag when I'm thinking through it. One is the weight a little bit, because it's just a sturdier bag overall. It's got some gait to it. But what I will say is, wearing it as a backpack, I think that you will surprise yourself how much you'll reach for it as a backpack, because I know it did that for me. My intent was to wear it really as like a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag or even like a top handle bag. And I'm just wearing it as a backpack so much more than I thought I would, because it's so comfortable and it's so dang cute as a backpack. It's honestly like a very chic looking backpack. And the other thing I would say, cost. Well, one, I do have that discount code I asked for you guys. So if you want to use it feel free to use it. It's there for the using, no pressure, just leaving it there for you. So there are discount codes that you can use to get a little bit of a discount on. The thing I will say is that this is it's not yet a super well-known brand name, and you can view that as a pro or a con. So I think the number one thing people DM to me and ask is essentially like, this isn't a Louis, so is it worth it? Is it worth that $800 price tag? And I think that you have to look deep within your soul and ask yourself, is a brand name where the worth comes from? I'd be curious to see where SENREVE is in a couple years and how the brand itself has developed in terms of being a fashion house. I know for a fact that the quality is there in terms of what that price point is. They are made internationally. They're like hand stitched in Italy. The design is all done out of San Francisco. So I know from the quality standpoint that it is there. Premium materials made sustainably, like it's there. It's a luxury price point because it is a more luxury product. And I think that actually if it had a brand name attached to it, like a Louis or a YSL or something like that, I actually think you'd see the price point be a lot higher for this, for a bag of this type of quality. So yeah, that's sort of my answer to that. I get that question a lot. So anyway, that's my comparison of the two. Long story short, I really think the biggest difference between these, you guys, whether or not you should go with midi or large, really comes down to the laptop thing. You can fit tons in the midi, but you just cannot fit a laptop. So if that's gonna be a make or break for you, large all the way, baby, large all the way. Or in my case, there's room for both in your wardrobe. And to be honest, I kind of want to get a mini one. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, ask me all your questions down in the comments below. I want to answer all of them. Tell me your thoughts. What are you thinking about? Hit me up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.